Hello and welcome to the Raceroom Pro Experience. I'm Jord, and today we're going to be driving a BMW M235i at the Nürburgring GP circuit. Bit of a mouthful. Here we are, the 5 red lights go green, and off we go. Is it going to be a typical Jord start, where we lose out in a load of places? Doesn't look too bad off the line. We'll see what happens as we get into T1. I'm coming up to the braking zone now, and it is going to be a typical Jord start, with at least 10 million cars going past. We're coming to T2, and it's a Jord sandwich between this red car, who I end up squeezing out wide, but there isn't exactly much space, it would seem. Cars just flying past me. This is a pro lobby, of course, so something we pretty much expected, as crew chief isn't too happy about that. I mean, neither am I, to be honest, but I'll let myself off, since I'm a noob. As we go defensive around there, we try and keep it in the middle of the track. The red car behind decides he's just gonna nudge us out the way, as that white car there doing his joker lap. We come into this long sweeping right-hander, another car past us, so we are in fact at second to last now, I believe. It's not ideal, we've got some fighting back to do, but just try and get through lap 1 in one piece. Bit of a brave move here, up the inside on the Schumacher S's. Kept his foot in, kept his foot down. We go defensive to the next corner, and we managed to get a position back, as it looks like there's a big long queue up ahead. So we've got a little bit of space now. We can focus on just keeping the rest of the lap clean, get past lap 1, and then we'll think about catching up to the pack and making some positions back, hopefully. As the car behind getting a little bit close there, but we're a little bit better on the exit. Coming into the final corner now, a little bit wide, not quite getting anywhere near the apex there, but we survived lap 1, that's the main thing. And there we go, P14, not ideal. But we come up towards the end of lap 2, and it's all kicking off in front of me. They're going 3 wide around the sort of kink to the right, into the braking zone of the second to last corner, the chicane. The fast chicane, to be specific. This is the fast chicane layout, does seem to be more popular. And those cars battling it out is going to let me catch up to them. So we're on the tail now of this blue and orange car. It looks like the red car from earlier managed to get past him too. So I'm going to look to the inside. Can't really make a move from that far back. But there is a yellow flag, a car facing the incorrect way.
Incident clear, green flag.
So we get a free position there. I'm just going to try and stick to the back of these guys, see if I can find a way past. As the red car now overtakes the yellow car in front of us, and he's going to hold up this blue car. And again, that's going to let us get right onto the back. I come to the right hand side of the track, try and take the racing line. Let's see if we can find a way past this yellow and grey car. I go for a switchback, but turn in far too early and make an absolute pig's ear of it. So unfortunately we don't make a position there. But we'll just keep driving, keep patient, keep it cool. Maybe there's a way past. As the yellow car goes very wide on the entry, but gets a decent exit as we come up to the Schumacher S's now. And I have to lift off as to not collide with the yellow cars. We pull alongside him now, going into the left-hander. I've got the inside line, so into the braking zone. I get the apex. I think he tries a bit of a switchback there, as we get a bit liberal with the track limits, but but stay defensive on this right-hander onto the straight, and that's another position we've managed to regain. So not too bad. We are picking them off one by one. As we're coming to the next lap, trying to chase down this blue and orange car, as we've gapped the cars behind us a little bit, and he decides he's had enough of this race, and he's going to put it into the barrier and then retire from the race. So it's unfortunate for him. But for the rest of the race, it was pretty much a very lonely race. This is actually the last lap, which turned out to be my fastest lap of the race, so I'll talk you through it. I mean, the top guys were a good 3 or 4 seconds faster than me, so it was quite a substantial amount. Well, here we go, coming into the first corner, looking for that little grey bit on the left hand side, coming right the way to the outside of the track, down into second, hitting the apex nicely. You can get on the power earlier and get it out wider, but you lift off. There's no real kind of reference point to where to brake or lift or to get the power on, so for this first sector it's very much about feeling the track. Now you want to get as wide a line as possible here to get a good exit, use all of the track there. And there's a little bit of a straight here, looking for this grey stuff on the right hand side, braking towards the end of that. I want to be careful on the exit here and not get too much to the right hand side, because you need to bring the car to the left for this kind of long sweeping right hander. As we come down another little bit of a straight, again looking for the grey stuff on the left, braking around there. I'm kind of doing a bit of a double apex on this corner, getting a decent exit if you can. Coming up to the Schumacher S's now, it is flat in this car, you've just got to be quite brave, get it nice and tight there, use all of the track available to you, and you can actually take it flat. Now looking for the 100 board, we're just going to brake just before there, perhaps a little bit early, but hitting the apex nicely, not getting out as wide as much as we could there, but we're going to sweep in a couple of tyres on the grass. That's going to sort of ruin us run down the straight a little bit there, but there's not much we can do at this point in the race anyway. Again, coming up to the second to last corner, the chicane, looking for that 100 board, braking just after it in this car, hitting the first and then the second apex nicely, using all the track available. Again, no reference point for the braking, but you can get the power on kinda just where that pit entry board is, and this was actually my fastest lap of the race, which was a 2:11.1. So P9 overall, which we made up a few positions from P14, so not too bad. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe button. I also have a Discord, which will be linked down below, so you can join that if you're interested. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.